Just, I would say, just injury-wise, just I guess I'll beat you to that. Steph will probably have an update later in a week, maybe Thursday, Friday, relative to just how long he'll be out and the severity of that. He was something got hurt in the game. I think slipped on the court. Slipped on the court a little bit in the second half of the Stonehill game. So not sure what the timeline is on that. So we'll have something probably definitive on Thursday with that. Otherwise, just not particularly pleased with with tonight's performance. I thought the rebounding, just what went on the backboard, especially early and at different times in the second half was not something that we've seen for a couple of years here. I thought we looked soft. We just had terrible discipline in terms of fouls, and just couldn't guard the ball. Overall, I think it was just a frustrating night of basketball.
What did Cam give you in times when you really needed him? Because you had Alex and Tristan on the bench, and you had some young guys in there. How much did he kind of give you a boost?
Yeah, I mean, he. That's something we see on a daily basis. I think with Cam, I think the shooting. That's something he's been able to do his whole career. So we knew that was going to change. But I'd say that he probably is embodying more of the things right now that more players should embody. I think he plays with a toughness. He plays with a little bit of a dog mentality, and I don't think he had a lot of guys that were ready to go with him tonight. It would have been. It's scary to what to think what the halftime score would have been if not for that first half by him.
Yeah, do you kind of lay into the team, after the game or tomorrow in practice, or do you handle it differently just because there's so many young guys, or?
Yeah, I think for the young guy, I don't think the old guys helped the young guys today. Listen, we're going to promote you. We work our ass off with these guys 11 months a year, starting in June, more than any other staff in the country. The way that we push to go out on nights like this and perform, all the sacrifices that we all make with our time and into this life and into this experience in basketball. We're now. We have a chance on game night to show people who we are and to show our preparation and our excellence. And that was not that was. I let the team know, particularly the older guys. I think we've got 3 returners from the national championship game that are. The big 3 in Tristan and Donovan and Alex. And, I think they want to be the big 3. And I think at different points last year that, maybe thought it should have been a big 4. But those 3 guys have to play better from the start and make it easier for Solo Ball to play well, make it easier for Jaden Ross to play well, make it easier for Jalen Stewart to play well. If they're committing 2 or 3 fouls in the first half, or if they're shooting weak shots at the rim, or if they're turning the ball over 4 times, with all due respect, at this level of competition, it makes it really hard for the younger players to kind of settle in and play well. I think that our older guys made the game hard on the freshmen tonight.
Did you like how Solo stepped in for Steph tonight?
I liked. Listen. I think Solo when he gets comfortable, I think is going to give us tremendous shooting and straight line driving. There's things obviously at the defensive end that are getting exposed that he's just got to learn and grow from. But he's got great pedigree and he's got great makeup. He's going to be really good for us this year.
Dan, obviously things are about to get a little tougher, but 20 straight non-conference wins for this team. Can you talk about what that means for the program and what you want to get out of the non-conference schedule going into the Big East?
Thanks for saying that, because I'm so mad right now. It was just great to hear something nice. Yeah, that sounds good. 20 straight, yeah. It's a heck of an accomplishment. You know, we're excited to get into, you know, into the big city. You know, the way the Steph thing, you know, we coming out of the game, you know, he didn't, there was no communication about any type of an injury until kind of midday, day 2. So that kind of got on top of us and maybe might have affected the mood a little bit. And then we kind of got the news that he was, you know, going to be out and potentially, you know, it was going to be a longer term thing. So, you know, I think, you know, we kind of got through this game. We're excited to go play a national game. Obviously, we're going to need our best players to play a lot better than they did today.
What do you attribute, as you said, the softness? Is it the quote-unquote trap game before the known quantity when you play Indiana?
No, I just think that's the question about this team. You know, it's. I think when you looked at that team last year and you said, like, you know, Andre Jackson was a dog. You know, Adamo was a dog. Joey off the bench, you know, played kind of like a dog. Naheem was like a two-way tough player. You know, we lost a lot of very physical, tone-setting players, and just to see us on the backboard in the first half of that game today, and even the second half of the Stonehill game, like on the glass, those physicality plays. You know, listen, we gave up 32% from the field. And we had 20 assists. We shot 54%. We made 11 threes. And I'm pissed because that's not championship caliber basketball.
Then, when you say Cam kind of embodied kind of the toughness you needed from more people, is that something that has stood out from him from day one since he joined your program? And I don't know if maybe any part of it has to do with the fact that he hasn't tasted success like some of the students have.
Not with him, it's the family upbringing. I mean, he's got parents that never blamed the coach, never blamed the teacher. He's got parents that always demanded that he be better, not make excuses for their son. So he's got this mentality where he's never doing enough. And he pushes himself. And winning and playing great is his whole life. You know, his whole life is basketball. You know, he's not on Twitter, he's not on Instagram. You know, he's just a baller. And you know, he's you know, tomorrow was an off day, and he'll try to break into our offices tomorrow and start watching Indiana and watching his matchup, and beg the GAs to work him out and ask questions as to why we have to take a day off.
Dan, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm done.
I know the challenging part of the schedule hasn't really come yet, but is it encouraging to you to have 3 different guys in 3 different games get 20 plus and really kind of carry the load?
Well, I think when Steph is in there, like when Steph is in there, you've got 5 guys that, you know, that are potentially going to be 11 to 15 a game, and there's not a lot of teams in the country that have that. You know, with a healthy Steph in the mix there, and obviously, you know, I thought Sampson, you know, took a little step back today with his physicality and force, but yeah, I mean, we know what we got with the starting 5. It's, you know, can we develop these young guys? Can we develop the bench? I thought Hassan Diarra gave us some good things today, gave us some life there. So obviously, Sampson and Haas off the bench, we do have some veterans. But that starting 5, I think the strength of this team is going to be, we've got 5 guys that can get 18 to 25 on a given night when they're all healthy and out there.
Do you think of getting Apostolos a little more run tonight, or is that just a product of other
No,
people's?
I need. We've got to. I need men out there. You know, and at that point, I think my level of frustration with just the lack of force, and I think what we love about Apostolos is his spirit and his toughness and how hard he goes, and you can't have too many cool guys out there. You need you need fire and ice, and it may be just too much ice.
Is Steph's injury a knee?
Yeah, a knee. And I don't know. Yeah, it's not. I don't think that we're nervous about this being, a long-term thing. But we think it's pretty minor. If he's going to miss time, it won't be much. But again, it's just kind of evolved within the last 24 hours to 36 hours.
Was there, because he was out shooting around a lot, was there a thought of him playing tonight, or was that he was?
No, he was,
oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was, no, that was not a thought. I mean, we were still waiting for some information today, up through shoot around, middle of shoot around. There was a scurrying around of information.
Jordan Hawkins is putting together, speaking of things, maybe frustration a little bit, maybe he's going off again tonight.
Is he? What's he doing?
I think he had 19.
Let's go!
How closely have you been able to follow what he's doing and the prolific start he's up to?
I had a good talk with him maybe after that OKC game on the road where so I called him the next day, and I think you could just tell right away he looks like he belongs out there and fits the modern game to a T, and just so proud of him. But he again, he was like he had a dog in him too, and and a toughness about him, and he was all basketball. And again, the parents, Craig and Jasmine, were all about accountability, and and Jordan being better, and getting texts of apologizing for his performances after bad games, rather than the texts or the innuendo conversations with assistant coaches where it's my fault or the staff's fault. So when you're dealing with a player in a family like that, he's got the talent. Plus, we need these guys, getting to the NBA and performing the way he's performed. And Andre getting on the court last night and getting minutes. And it's good to be getting these UConn guys back in the NBA on the court playing well.
A situation like Samson, you mentioned taking a step back. If you're going to address that in practice, are you also going to address that with playing time? And did that occur today? And did he play a little less today because of how you felt he was playing?
Well, I think that in light of the injury to Steph, and again, we didn't have much time in shoot around because we were getting information as shoot around was kind of ending. We talked about trying to get him and Donovan on the court together. Obviously, his mobility gives you a chance to potentially do that, but just not enough force on the backboard, not enough impacting shots at the rim. For those guys to shoot 50 shots, 52s, some were middies, but a lot of those were at the rim. For Sam to block no shots tonight. We're one of the best shot blocking teams in the country. We intimidate people when they attack the rim. And for us to walk away with 3 block shots tonight, that's not our identity. So, that was discussed just now as well.
Where do you think Jaden Ross and Jalen Stewart need to improve?
I think Stu he wasn't ready to go. Just was kind of unsure there. Caught it a couple times versus the zone at the nail. It's going to take those guys time, and I think that when they entered the game, we weren't playing well. Like the older guys here, the big 3 plus Cam, that they needed to. Those guys needed to get on the court while well, we were kind of playing well, you know, and we were sharp, and now they get on the court and the team is playing very well, and now it's easier to get out there and get comfortable and play well. But when they checked into the game, like, we were frustrated, we weren't playing well, they got on the court into an uncomfortable situation, and the responsibility of, you know, Tristan and Donovan and Alex, and obviously Cam did his part tonight, is like, make it easier for these freshmen to go out there and play well, not put us behind the 8 ball. Now they come into the game and things aren't going well.